Forecast right now. We've got showers outside in several places. Take a look from our HD tower cam right now, and you can see the dark clouds in the distance. Reminder, this points east, and there are some thunderstorms in that direction. Here's a look at that radar right now, verifying what we were just talking about. You can see those storms building. Lots going on, so let's get to meteorologist Lisa Villegas, who is tracking it all. Nothing severe at the moment, though we did have a couple warnings earlier, right?
Yes, something just to be mindful of, keep an eye out for, just because some of these storms are stronger here, Jamie. So not ruling out winds up to around 40 miles an hour, maybe even some small hail as well. Right now, when it comes to those over in Mecklenburg County, this is a shot outside of the town of Matthews here. Time-lapse video, everything's fine, lots of sunshine, and then you can see that we get hit with those showers and downpours picking up at the end of this time-lapse video. And in this town, we're talking about Matthews here, did have reports of the potential of winds up to around 40 miles an hour. So that's what I'm just keeping an eye out for. I do want to show you the whole area because we're seeing some showers now exiting those over in the mountains, over in the foothills. We're seeing this cluster impacting those across parts of York and over into Mecklenburg, parts of Union County, even stretching down towards the south. Outside of Lancaster County, we have some showers lifting up from the north. And what's really cool about this is we zoom in a little bit, you can see this little green line right there. So we're seeing some outflow winds, which means you're going to be able to feel, maybe even smell some of that rain before it arrives in your area. So we've got a lot going on when it comes to these clusters. We talked about that potential happening yesterday. This is what we're seeing right now. A lot of these showers and thunderstorms are going to be heavy downpours, so this is definitely going to cause some lower visibilities, maybe some delays on that commute home. We're also seeing lightning strikes. Any kind of plans that you have outside, just take it inside for the next couple of hours. Things will die down, but overall watching for some stronger wind speeds, including those across parts of Lake Wylie. That's an area I want to watch out for, and like we talked about just about 15 minutes ago, we had reports of the potential of gusts up to 40 miles per hour outside of Matthews. This is going to continue to lift up towards the north, impacting those like Myers Park over into Uptown, eventually getting to you within the next 15-30 minutes over by Mint Hill, impacting those right along 485. So just take it easy out there, turn on those headlights, and just be patient. Now, as we take a look at the temperatures, they're going to be dropping depending on the rain. Makes sense. Those in Monroe now 79 degrees versus those over in Charlotte at 87. I have a feeling that temperature is going to drop here in the next hour or so once you start to see some rain chances rolling across parts of the airport. So these temperatures, they will drop pretty significantly once we start to see some of that rain, but we'll notice those temperatures fluctuating. We've got the humidity in place, fast forwarding. Timestamp here right around 8 o'clock. So still watching for these showers to impact us overnight. Timestamp here 10 o'clock. However, when it comes to the severity, everything's going to weaken. Still not rolling out an isolated thunderstorm, but mainly we're going to be focusing on some of that light rain to continue, including early tomorrow morning, potentially for my early morning commuters. Just watching for that. We'll kind of die down and we'll do it all again tomorrow afternoon. First alert in place for tomorrow because these scattered showers are going to be a little more widespread. And then after that, we're going to get ready for a cold front that's going to impact us on Thursday, a reinforcing one on Friday, which means as we head into Friday and early into the weekend, the humidity is going to drop and it's going to feel a lot more comfortable out there. So we just have to get through the next 48 hours or so. Lingering shower thunderstorms still possible Thursday with that frontal system. But like we talked about, we begin to clear out. Overnight lows begin to drop. It's going to feel a little more comfortable just in time for the weekend.
All right, Lisa, thank you. I want to remind you we're saying